Hi, well, welcome to a new video. Now the thing is, I've got a bit of the head cold, so if I sound a bit iffy, that's the reason why. But do you know what, today I'm going to do something a bit different. I don't know if anybody has ever thought or they've started off camping. Now I've never been a camping fan, I've never camped, so probably that's not really a fair judgment. But I'm down here just outside of Wythenshawe in Manchester, and I'm going to see a company that deals with trailer tents and also the Campmaster Caravan. Now I reviewed the Campmaster Caravan I think it was about 18 months ago at the NEC, and it was a micro caravan, nice little van, but they've also introduced another lightweight little caravan, and that I believe retails, I think, around about the £12,000 mark. I'm not sure, I'll have to check that when I go in. But anyway, I'm here at Camplands, and this is the place to come if you want a trailer tent. Now I've been dealing down here with Campland probably since about 2003-04. When I used to write for a magazine called Caravan and Motorhome Mart. Probably told you about this, so I won't bore you with it all, but I used to do a lot of advertising and editorial, and I used to come down to Camplands a lot, and I got to know Dominic and Angela, his sister, and they had this business by the River Mersey, and it was a very strange sort of place. It was almost like there was a big log cabin as the main showroom for all the accessories and the offices, and they had polytunnels to do all the camper trailers servicing and preparing. But do you know what? Their parents had started this business off in 1968, and they'd built up a very good business. They've seen other people come and go in the camping trailer world. Now I've known Dominic now for a long time now. His sister's gone off to do other things, and Dominic has since moved, and he's moved to this new place in Wythenshawe. I say new, he's been here 7 years, and I've never got round to coming to see him. Okay, it's a winter's day, it's looking a bit drab, but in springtime what he does, it has a display area outside as well as in of camping trailers. Anyway, without more ado, let's go inside and I'll show you around, and I'm going to do a few reviews here as well, so I'll do those independently, because I don't know anything about camping. I know very little about camping trailers. I've seen the history side of that, and there used to be a lot of little manufacturers around, especially in the 1960s in the UK, but most of the makes now are imported. Now they do Pennine folders, which are used ones. Don hasn't got the new agency of them because the factory isn't all that far away from here, and they sell actually to retail directly from the factory basically. But he does get second-hand ones in, and we'll have a look at one of those and do a bit of a review on it. Why not? Because this is something, if you got a situation, and this is going not just for the viewers now, the channel subscribers, the firm caravanners, the holiday home owners. This is basically for people who maybe for 2024 you're feeling a bit strapped for cash, but you still want to get away, but you don't want a tent, you want something in between. This place, Camplands, has got exactly what you're after. Now I've just been round with Dom because, as I say, I've not been here before, not to this place, and this building just doesn't really give it justice. It's quite a bit of a secret in there. I don't mean that intentionally, it's not intentionally a secret, it's just that a lot of people don't know anything about it, and probably have never looked at buying a trailer tent. I'm going to show you around the place, because what I want to show you is how this place is dedicated, and it's the biggest in the UK. They do also selling online on their accessories. They've got a big mail order side of the business, which is kept separate from the main trailer tent and servicing and repairs. And it's literally it's a fantastic little spot. Well, I say little, it's not so little. Anyway, let's go in. I'll just check I've locked my car up before I do that. Before I go in, you know, we've talked about electric cars and what they can tow and what they can't tow mainly. But do you know what? I think if you've got to have an electric car and you're not going to be able to tow a caravan with of any size whatsoever, this could be the next best idea. Because I'll tell you something, to store one of these is going to be, in most people's chances of their front gardens or in the garage, because they don't take any room up. But these are like a TARDIS, they fold right the way out. Well, you'll see when I go inside and have a look anyway. Now, as I say, we've never covered this before on the channel, and I've always had a bit of an interest. I've got some sort of old brochures on trailer tents and things, and it's always a bit of a thing that's, okay, I've never fancied doing it, but I can see why people do it. And it has got a great history, because trailer tents have been around since the early 1920s. I might, even if I can find a few shots, put some on this video to show you. But I'm going to show you straight away in to the showroom. Now, before we go in there, upstairs is all mezzanine off, and up there is parts and things for trailer tents going back into the 1980s even. I know, can't believe it, nor could I, but they have. That's the sort of amount of backup spares they've got in this place. There's people going around the daily work here. It's a quiet day, there's nobody browsing around, so that's quite good for my side. But they've got this showroom here, which has got all the trailer tents in. They've got second-hand ones, new ones, all set up with added awnings on, so people can see exactly what they're going to get. And again, we're going to have a look at one of these later on in a separate review, but I'm just showing you this place because it really is. If you're going to be in a market, or maybe you've not even thought, to be honest, about having something like this, this may just change your mind. I'm actually really, how can I put it? I'm really impressed, because they're dedicated, and Dominic, I call him Dom. Dominic, he's been in this business, well, basically all his life. His parents did it and he'd help out with his parents, and then in the early 90s his dad asked him to come into the business, and he did, and he's learnt an awful lot, and he knows a lot. I mean, he's just been showing me around, as I say before, and wow, he's got a lot of knowledge there. I just felt blown away by it, actually. But this is the sort of thing he's got. I mean, I think this is around about 3 or 4 grand or something like that. It's a second-hand trailer tent, sleeps 4, it's got a cooker, it's got a fridge in there, it's got mains electrics in it. For that sort of money, you know, you can't complain, can you? And it's better than a tent, come on. You're off the ground for one thing, and as I say, you've got something a bit solid with you, you've got some home comforts, and yet it's nice and compact and easy to tow. I'm going to have a look now in the Campmaster section. Right, might hear some bangs and thuds going on. That's people getting stuff for the mail order out from the warehouse upstairs that Dominic put in all the mezzanine floor. He spent a lot of time and money on this building because when he bought it, it literally was a shell with nothing running, no electric, no water. It had a few robberies. It'd been left deserted for some years. Anyway, he's transformed it. So we're in the Campmaster section, which do all these small trailers, which come out to things like this. And this is a Campmaster new 2024 lightweight caravan, which just is quite phenomenal, really. And why? I mean, these are built in Poland. I can't understand why no UK manufacturer's doing anything like this, because Dominic would have a look and, you know, certainly stock them. But this is dedicated just to his Campmaster trailers and caravans. It really is a great little spot, little showroom here. Whew. Right, I'm going to take you through into the mail order side. Now, this is where you can only buy, you can do click and collect. I think it's called Camplands UK. I'm going to put everything on the end of this video. So I'm not going to talk too much because people working here and they're on the phones. But this is all got all loads of parts in here. So again, if anybody needs a part on a service they're getting on their trailer tent, which incidentally Camplands will do a turnaround in a day, because the Trafford Centre's not far from here, so you can go on up to Trafford Centre. When you come back, your trailer tent's all done. Simple as that. Anyway, I'll take you just through it. I won't do much talking. Good, they say. So in here, they've got parts for everything. There's all your whale stuff. There's your camping gas cylinders. There's all sorts of stuff. Trays of stuff. All the way through. These people know exactly what you'll need if you tell them. And you can do it on mail order. Again, I'll give you that mail order website at the end of the video. Now I'm going to go into another section. Let's go up this on here. Grove products. I used to do greeting cards. You sell them through Grove. Now as we're just going through here, there's a picture here of how the place looked at their other spot, and that is Dominic's mum and dad, who started off in their back garden selling trailer tents. I don't know when that picture was taken. There's an Esterel folding caravan there, so it must have been taken probably in the late 80s. And this is what it was like. It was a big log cabin, and they used to have a big picture of a moose at the other end of the building. It was quite a strange setup, but it was always busy. People always came along. They had 28 staff there, no less. Now, I'm just going to go through into the other little workshop, because they do their own sewing up stuff for skirts on the bottoms and stuff for the trailer tents. It's really a bit of a hidden gem, is Camplands. I wish, well, I hope they actually, with this video, people will actually see more about what they do. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Right, well, the guys are on the lunch break. But this, again, is another area where they can do some repairs, etc. On trailer tents and servicing. But also, they buy in a basic GRP trailer shell. It comes in from Poland, and these guys here then do the rest of the work. So they make it, really, it's made in Poland, but it's 50% of it's made here in the UK. But they have several overlocker machines, so they can do repairs on awnings, etc. It really is self-contained place this really is. It's fantastic. Coming to it again, you've got some more, another area where old fridges and things are taken out, and also there's a handover spot up here as well, which I'll show you. Well, this is where all the servicing bays are, and any machines, anything that needs repairing, the machines are here. And again, they have general stock of things that they need all the time, but if they haven't got the stock, it's usually up above us somewhere. This really is an impressive spot. I mean, I've been upstairs. I don't think it's worth showing you upstairs personally because it's just full of boxes. But this is where it all happens, and they do the handovers here, so if it's raining, people can come in, and the staff here are well trained. They're a big dealership on Fiamme stuff as well, so you can get the awnings for your motorhome. I mean, it's not just for the accessories you can get for your caravan, your motorhome as well. There's just so much stuff. There's absolutely boxes and boxes full of stuff. It's incredible. They've got so much parts and backup spares. This really is a place to come if you've got a problem with your trailer tent, or again, as I say, you want some spares for your caravans or a motorhome. Come here. Now, I'm not getting paid for this by any means, but I generally do feel that they've got a really good setup here. Now, I've just been here, it's winter time, it's nearly Christmas, and they've already had a few people coming here having a look. I was talking to a guy before, he'd got a caravan, a couple of years old, big twin axle van, taken it to Spain, left it there, but he said, you know, I don't want to keep bringing the caravan back here to the UK. So what I want, he says, I want something. I don't want a tent. He says, I just want something I can actually eat in and sleep in and still be able to go away, travel around, but something small I can just sort of stick in my driveway. So he's been and had a look around. Now, he was going to come and just quickly browse through, but he ended up spending a lot longer here and roaming around, and he went away pretty impressed. Now, there's somebody else here as well. There's a couple of people just come in. You know, this time of year now, it's usually it's dead. But today, there is still people floating around here. But most of it is okay. It's under storage. Now, he's got every layout that you could have for the trailer tents he stocks. You say he's got new, used, and, you know, people travel hundreds of miles to come here and get the trailer tent sorted, because as I say, what Don does, his staff will actually get it all sorted for you in the day, so you're ready to take it back again. So there's all this dropping it off and having to spend a couple of days here or go all the way back home again and then come all the way back. They'll do it on the same day. That's brilliant service. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back here again in spring, I think, in the summer. I bet the place will be absolutely buzzing with people coming along and seeing what they can pick up for the summer holidays. Now, also, Dominic actually does buy in the odd trailer tent, but like he said, he'll only buy in decent stock to sell, because what he wants is, yes, he wants his customers to come back, but he don't want them complaining to come back. Like he said, the only time I want to see them again is 3 years' time when they want to trade up. He said, I don't want them to be coming back with loads of problems. He says, so we make sure the job is done right. And sure enough, from what he's shown me today, I can see that through. He has got a really good, dedicated business for this other little leisure vehicle. And I think a lot of people overlook this. Now, he's going to be at the February NEC show, so I don't know what stand he's going to be on. I'll try and find the stand out. So what I suggest you do is, if you're looking for something a bit different, you want to have still go out and about. You probably, you know, you don't want to take the caravan or something, or you want a little backup thing to do for weekends, and you've got your caravan on a seasonal pitch, and you want to go somewhere different. This could be the ideal thing for you to do. Yes, you're getting a bit of adventure camping, but you've also got your comforts. And again, it's different levels of comforts. Now, Some of these have got awnings on, and they're massive. I'm just really impressed. You could have a party of 12 people and still have plenty of room to move around in there. But anyway, that's my tour of Camperlands. And as I say, this sort of leisure vehicle probably gets overlooked a lot because people's obsessed with a touring caravan, motorhomes, and of course the camper van. But to me, this is something that lots of people can probably afford. Also, as we said before, can tow a lot of these behind most electric cars because the weight is something around about 400 or 500 kilos. So you're well within most of their limits. Well, these are all new stock, all waiting for customers basically. Don says he can supply pretty much what the customer wants in stock, or he can get it ordered and it won't take long to come. Now, they do caravan covers here. As I say, they do a lot of caravan accessory stuff as well. As I say, you can go onto their online shop and order, click and collect, come here. Because I reckon if you don't live too far away, I reckon you could come here and have a good look around and collect your parts as well. Then go down to Trafford Centre if you want, get something to eat or something down there, I don't know. But yeah, this is another area of this industry where it probably gets really, really overlooked. And that's probably because of the way the things like the motorhome has grabbed the market. But you know, let's face it, they're not cheap. And even really ropey second-hand motorhomes that I've seen of late have asked a lot of silly money for them. Yeah, I can see the actual thing about these with the fact is your storage, it's not going to be expensive. Again, you know, a lot of these can be stored on people's driveways, and especially if you've got a modern build, you know, I mean, you know yourself, parking can be very limited. Putting one of these in there definitely makes sense, and yet when you go in and you get them opened out, and Don was saying, he says it doesn't take long to put up. He says it really doesn't. He says they go up pretty quickly, especially when you get used to it, like anything, isn't it? Probably, if not quicker, to put one of these up than it is a caravan awning. So, I'm going to leave you on that one. I'm going to be doing some reviews from here, which will probably follow on from this video in all fairness. It's come out a decent day because I've been moaning about the weather. I've just been generally moaning probably. So I say, I probably sound a bit stuffed up because I am. But I've not lost my voice, which probably somebody's saying. I'll see you on the next video, and thank you as per normal for always watching. Please do the old subscribe bit. I know everybody says that, and the like. And please do share the videos. That would be much appreciated. Right, I'm going to carry on looking around. See you.